All right, so here we have a car is initially 70 miles south of the border between two states and is traveling south. Distances d between the car and the border are recorded in the table for various elapsed times t. Find a linear function given by d of t equals a of t plus b. Well, this a really is your slope, and again, b is just b. All right, so what we need to do is we need to find the slope here between these points, and we need to find b. Well, b, they give us. This is going to be our b. That's 70. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to find our slope next. All right, so excuse me. Basically, I'm going to say, well, let's take 190 minus our 70 divided by our x's, which is going to be a 4 minus 0. So it's going to be what? 120 over 4, and 4 goes in there, it looks like 30 times. So we get the function d of t equals a, or m in this case, so we're using the interchangeably, is equal to 30, and we're calling it t, so we'll call it t here too. And then plus 70. Okay. So if we plug in 1 here, 30 plus 70 should give us 100, and it does. If we plug in 2, 60 plus that should be on 130, and it does. So it's following the model, and so that's going to be our linear function, d of t, and so it's in terms of t instead of x's, and so that's another thing. When you're writing these, be sure to use the right letter or variable for your functions. All right, in 2010, the average person under 18 sent approximately 72 texts per day, whereas the average adult over 65 sent approximately 4 texts per day. So we're supposed to find a formula for a function k that calculates the number of texts sent in x days by the average person under 18, and a for over 65, and then evaluate both of those and then interpret your results. All right, so a. So we're supposed to find k of x. All right. Well, it says we're sending 72 texts per day and we're doing it over X days. So that's just going to be 72 times X. And so that's going to be the number of texts basically we get out. That is going to be our value. Now, B, that's going to be what? A of X. And so that's going to be just 4 times X. And that's going to be texts. And this is, I guess we should say by 18, under 18. And this is going to be for over 65. Okay, so that number of texts for under 18 years and for over 65-year-olds. And now we're supposed to find what is k of 365. Well, that's just going to be 72 times 365. And I'm just going to plug that in my calculator. So 365 times 72. So that's 26,280 text by under 18, and a of 365 is going to be 4 times 365, and so 4 times 365 is only 1,460 by over 65. So basically what we can say is these people, this group texted a lot more than the over 65 group. Okay. So, 26,000 versus just over, almost 1,500. So a lot bigger, a lot more text for those who are under 18. All right. Let's stop here.